A new round of disruptions and concern at 4J schools today after 3 different campuses around Eugene locked their doors due to suspicious people reported near school property. Thanks for joining us here at 4. I'm Ariel Yakabazi. Both students and staff and those schools were on high alert after online threats of violence were made to Churchill High School earlier this week. In our continuing coverage today, KEZI 9 News reporter Albert James spoke to the 4J superintendent about what happened today, as well as the overall disruptions that keep impacting these schools.
Churchill High School, South Eugene High School, and Roosevelt Middle School all secured their campuses Thursday morning after 2 separate reports of suspicious characters near the schools.
There were a number of things that happened this morning, one at Churchill and then another incident at Roosevelt and South.
At Churchill High School, 4J Superintendent Andy Dye says staff noticed an unidentified individual on campus. They weren't able to make contact with him, and with recent threats to safety, staff put the school on secure, closing the perimeter of the campus to make sure no one goes out or comes in. The individual was later discovered to be a groundskeeper without a proper badge.
Fortunately, staff did exactly what we were asking them to do, which is if you see something, say something. That turned out to be a non-issue, but given the totality of the circumstances, of course, it's very concerning.
At Roosevelt Middle School, students reported a suspicious character on a nearby bike path to school staff, who then called police. Dye says police recommended they go on secure, and nearby South Eugene followed suit.
We ended up getting word from EPD that they had spoken to the individual and there was no cause for concern, no threat, and so the secure was lifted.
Dye says threats to school safety are unfortunately becoming all too familiar in Eugene and across the country, causing disruption and fear to school communities. 500 swatting events took place against schools in the last 6 months, he says, with 6 or 7 happening in the 4J district.
This is becoming too familiar. We don't want to be better and better at responding to these instances, but we absolutely have to be.
Superintendent Dye says parents in the community have a big role in addressing threats to school safety. Coming up on KEZI 9 News at 5, hear what he says you should do if you find concerning content online and why reposting it isn't helpful. Reporting in Eugene, Albert James, KEZI 9 News.